Hey, welcome back, guys. Dragon in the Afternoon the only fucking place you're gonna hear Dragon in the Afternoon is Styling Radio, and you are here. You've made it to the party.
You're here whether you like it or not.
Yeah, 100,000 of you other motherfuckers, man. I'm looking at the numbers right here. About 500,000 of you guys. Yeah, let's see.
If you're wearing New Balances, we don't want to know it.
Yeah, don't fucking admit, man, you're wearing it, because we are anti-New Balance, man. I mean, unless you're old, man. I mean, if you're like fucking 70, 80 and you're wearing New Balances, man, fucking rock on, you know? But no, I fucking see this shit.
I still don't like it.
Yeah, I'm not a New Balance person. We were talking about shoes on the break, and DJ Kaizen, when they come out with the Moon Eye shoes with Vans, he pre-ordered these shoes, and then they sent him an email that sorry for the inconvenience, we sold out of your size. But that's what a pre-order is.
Yeah, how do you sell out of a pre-order?
So yeah, he had to fuck around and find out on eBay and charge a bunch of fucking money. Like,
oh, great.
Like, it's fucking stupid. It's stupid. Stupid.
Put you run into everywhere you go anymore, though.
Yeah.
Freaking stupid shit.
Yeah, one thing we didn't talk about yesterday is all the crashes that were down there in Bradenton.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one motherfucker, I didn't see him get out of the car and it was upside down on fire. I was like...
You know, I didn't either.
I was like, unless he got out the passenger side.
Yeah.
But, like, damn, I mean... And as a lot of people know, I was in a no-prep car. Right about 200 miles an hour, the front wheel broke. And, yeah, I went from the stripe, past the sand trap, through some woods, down a ravine. And the other thing is, it was not a short shutoff. The motherfucker kept going.
Well, you didn't have nothing to stop you.
Parachutes got all tangled up in the rear end, and
yep.
I went on for the ride. Yep, I was racing Birdman when that happened.
That's all you can do is hold on and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Expect the worst, hope for the best.
Yeah, because I was kind of cattywampus, almost upside down, and I couldn't get my belts off.
No.
And the car hit the wall, and I saw the fucking boom and the fucking flame. So I'm like, okay, the fuel cell's gone. And I'm just hanging on. But I remember the hand. They couldn't find me because I went through the woods. But when they did find me, and it didn't take them long, because I wasn't sitting there long. I just remember this hand reaching in, and I was yelling, I can't get my belts off. And I don't know if he cut them, how he got, I don't know. All I know is it's like the hand of God reached in and grabbed me. My words after I got out of the car is like, did I win? So
it's the only thing we worry about.
Yeah, I was like, I beat Birdman, shit. And I did beat him. But yeah, the car was destroyed. Yeah, there was no bringing that car back. But then after they got me, the guy put me on his shoulder and he carried me up this fucking rickety ass hill, to rock climb it. And
right.
And then once they got me up to the top of the hill, they sat me down and I passed out.
Yeah.
And I guess all
kicked in.
Well, I think all the blood wasn't, it was all weird. So, yeah, they asked me some questions. I fucked up the questions and they took me to the hospital. They were going to air vac me.
Oh, yeah.
But they end up putting me in an ambulance. And, yeah, about a couple hours later, I ended up back at the track with a migraine headache. And, yeah, it took me about, it took me like 2 hours or so to fucking answer their questions right. But
yeah.
They had to do CAT scans and MRIs and all kinds of shit. And everybody's like, well, an MRI is a CAT scan. No shit. So yeah, a bunch of X-rays.
If you just asked the right questions, you'd have been okay,
But I know one thing, my doctor wasn't wearing New Balances. Fuck no, he wasn't.
Are you sure?
No, I know he wasn't, because they had me on my side. And I remember looking at his shoes.
Yeah, that's cool.
And I was thinking, damn, man, I wonder who you got to keep those things so white. So, yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah. Speaking of funny, I see O'Finnegan, man. He's trying, man.
Oh, he's trying like hell.
Yeah. He got it back together and he's trying, but that new trailer he's got, son of a bitch, that thing is nice.
I haven't really paid that much attention. I'll have to go back there and look for it.
Yeah, if you look at his latest video. And yeah, it's the company that builds stuff to put nuclear warheads in to ship them. That's who built him a trailer.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's all made out of fucking military grade aluminum and pretty cool fucking deal, man. I mean, you know, ain't hating on his trailer, man. I mean, it's nice. And then he said,
blasphemy's a bad bitch.
Yeah, he was showing the Pistons how fucking they had to lean it out and it concaved the Pistons and fucking, I don't know, man. There's all kinds of crazy shit going on, but
when's he gonna build that other Dragon Drive car he's got?
Well, from what I know, they wanted to do. They're doing Sick Week, and then he goes back to work on it, and then I think that is what they're going to take to the Hot Rod Tour.
Okay.
Or Rocky Mountain Drag Week or something like that.
I would say Rocky Mountain Drag Week, probably.
But what's weird is he's going to do that with the Cadillac too, so I don't know.
He's got too many damn toys.
Yeah, he's got a lot of shit going on. Yeah, it's just like Murder Nova's got like all kinds of shit going on, you know?
Oh, man.
How much you'll make a bet right now, listeners, he buys that Pro Mod?
Oh, yeah. You know he's already thinking about, I gotta have this fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, he's already said he can't afford it.
Yeah.
You know, but, you know, it ain't like
he'll pull it out of his ass if he wants bad enough.
Yeah, he'll sell some shit and like, well, I got to keep this, you know. But then again, he's got 2 more events left, and watching the video, he's pretty excited about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah. And what's interesting is a lot of people don't know the Murder Nova was bought from, one of the guys. Wasn't it fucking, Dominator had it? Or Monza?
No, Monza bought his Camaro off of Dominator.
Yeah, but the Murder Nova, he bought that from somebody. I know who he bought it from. He bought it from Shane.
Oh.
Yeah, and it was a rickety piece of shit.
Does Shane do anything anymore?
Yeah, he's still doing stuff, you know. Still racing on the street. Him and old Bob.
Him and Bob.
Yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah, that's where he got the car from, the first one. The second one, the MPK one, I think that him and Chief went out and found one somewhere, you know?
Yeah.
And then, you know, they built, you know, they had a chassis built and all that stuff.
Right.
You listeners want to see a fun video, look up Murder Nova and Tim McCanus. And when Tim McCanus seen the Murder Nova for the first time, that's a great video. It's a dangerous piece of shit.
First time I saw Murder Nova was long before Street Outlaws.
Oh yeah, back when he had a blower on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he went into some fucking big city. Was it New York he went into? And he went on one of them badass streets, you know, and he went in early in the morning and there wasn't any traffic on it yet. And he did a huge smoky fucking burnout down it.
Something like that, yeah. I don't know if it was New York. It was somewhere.
Then he used to do wheelies like a sumbitch in that car.
Yeah. Yeah, and then what's crazy is he went from the blower, and then he had a Pro Charger on it, and then he ended up going twin turbos. But yeah, that car, that was a stock frame rail setup car.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a drag car to begin with, you know?
No.
I mean, yeah, maybe somebody did take it down a drag strip, but it wasn't like it is, you know. But, and that's the other thing, you know, the OG's got a new chassis. The old chassis is behind the shop, which he gave to Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
And Monkey's got a Nova. So, but then, the, MPK car, or the new Murder Nova,
right.
It's got a new chassis.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, they've all been reworked, but see, here's the thing. a lot of people said, well, that's not the same car. You know, so I guess it's apples and oranges, how you want to see it.
I got to say, as far as car, it's the same car.
But
everything they replaced was already aftermarket.
But he was a mini trucker.
Mm-hmm.
And he had the 55, and that's what he raced, was the 55.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so a lot of people don't know their history about Sean. And I mean, I remember Sean going to Texas Heat Wave.
He lowered everything he owned ever since he was 16.
Yeah, I remember Sean going to Lawton, Oklahoma to what's his name's fucking show out there? Damn it, what was it? Spring Slam.
Right.
You know, Woody put that show on. So,
okay.
Woody with the Chevy Love. So yeah. That's probably the nicest fucking Chevy Love I've ever seen in my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, that thing was beyond built right. It had that.
Yeah.
It had a Z-rack on it, but it was built different. But it was all chromed. You know, it like scissored up and then folded back to tilt the bed. So it's just another way you could do a tilt bed, you know. But yeah, those were back in the days down there at Lawton, Oklahoma.
Oh yeah.
You know, yeah, that show used to get about 5,000 cars. My ex-wife won the bikini contest, and we were down there filming a TV show, and that's at Burning Rubber, that was associated with USAC, right?
Okay, yeah.
And so we were down there filming. Crystal was just the sidekick, but, you know, was my wife, you know. But at the show, I mean, we never said husband and wife, you know. She's just a bikini model. But I remember, man, the first girl got up on stage for the bikini contest, and it was a big auditorium, you know. And everybody's like, yeah, you know. And the next girl come up, and they're just like, yeah. And then there was two girls that come up there, did a little dance, and then kind of kissed each other. And everybody's like, yeah. And when Crystal walked up the stairs, everybody stood up. And they were like, say hello to Crystal Lynn. And before they even said fucking Crystal, the whole fucking place shook. I remember talking to her on the way home, and she said the feeling of people screaming her name shook the stage. And she's like, fuck, I didn't even have to take off my top, you know, her t-shirt. Because they gave everybody t-shirts, and they just kind of take them off or tear them, and they throw them in the crowd. Fuck, she doesn't want the damn thing. So what's funny is there were 7 other girls after her, and nobody wanted to go up on stage. They're like, how do I follow that up? So,
exactly.
So yeah, Crystal, man, it all happened when we were at Kumo Street Warrior Tour. And I remember we were at Bradenton, Florida, where they just had the Pro Mod race. And she said, I can do what those girls can do. And she bugged me. I got to get a bikini. I want to get up there. And all she had is she had this push-up bra that kind of looked like a bikini, and her underwear. She had a thong on.
Right.
But I mean, it somewhat looked like a bikini, so we were just like, yeah, whatever, you know. And she got up there, and she got up there, and she got second place out of like 19 girls. And people, I heard for 14 hours on the drive home, nothing but shit about this bikini contest.
Oh, shit.
So I said, this is what I'll do. Look, I've worked in the stripping industry. I was a Chippendale stripper. I told her, if you listen to everything I tell you and not question me, I will teach you what to do to win. What to say on the mic, everything, right? So the next week, we had to be down in Lockley, Florida. Now, this is the interesting thing. So in Too Fast, Too Furious, the purple Eclipse, that's owned by a girl. And she's a big-time model. So you know, of course, you had the Kumo models there, you know, because those are girls that we hired in that pretty much would win the bikini contest.
Right.
So here comes Crystal, right? Got her a little blue jean skirt. Fucking nice fucking bikini. I remember that bikini was a couple $100.
Right.
And I remember we went down to the Central West End, and it was a high-end place we bought it. I mean, when I say high-end, they measured her body.
Right.
And this thing, looked like it was painted on. And so we, it's time for the bikini contest. And, of course, none of them girls wanted to go up front.
Right.
But the girl with the Eclipse wanted to go second. So she kind of had a rhythm in her plan. So everybody knew her. She got up there and fucking crowd went nuts. Well, Crystal kept waiting, and so she went second to last, and the crowd went fucking nuts. So I knew it was going to be out of them two.
Right.
But I'm emceeing the show, so I got to be biased, I got to really listen to what the crowd says. Neither know if she loses, I'm going to hear this all the way home.
Right.
And so when I walked by her, I heard her say, as long as it ain't that bitch in the Eclipse. And she was standing on the end. So I was like, what do you think about contestant number 1, number 2, blah, 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 right? And went down the road. And I heard her say that, and I'm like, oh, fuck. But it was out of the girl with the Eclipse, Crystal, and one of the Kumo girls.
Right.
And the Kumo girl was Jerry Coe, the owner of Kumo Tire's daughter.
Okay.
And I was like, fuck. And it was so close, And so we ended up breaking out one of the B&K meters for the sound-off competition.
Right.
And lo and behold, the Kumo girl won. Crystal then got second, and the girl with the Eclipse got third. She was pissed. But, I mean, we had a meter up there. It was so fucking close,
Right.
And, I'm like, well, this ought to be interesting, So afterwards, Crystal and Jerry Coe's daughter, they were laughing, and this girl got into the dressing trailer and fucking said, I'm going to slip my wrist because of the first bikini contest I lost.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was like, oh, wow. So yeah, Crystal didn't mind losing that one.
Mm-hmm.
But we went to North Carolina a couple weeks later, and she beat that Kumo girl at every one, and she dominated everything. Then this fireworks company ended up paying her like $10,000 to shoot some photos at one of the shows, and then right before 4th of July, there was her face on all these fireworks.
Mm.
I was like, no shit. It's like, well, you go, girl.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. And then Crystal becoming an attorney, and the law firm said either she is going to be a model and work for me or keep her job as an attorney. Well, yeah, we got divorced. And she was an attorney for a while, and now she's not an attorney no more. But
yeah, she needs one probably.
Yeah, she still looks good though. She still looks good.
Yeah.
So we don't really talk. So I mean, when our dog passed away, I did send her a message, and she said it. I wish you wouldn't have sent this to me because it's really ruined my day. And I'm like, well, dog died.
Yeah.
Thought maybe you might want to know. But
if I didn't tell you, I'd be in trouble for that. So.
Yeah, but I got twin girls now. I got double trouble.
Yep.
And they are, the twins are a handful, so. But on that note, guys, we're getting right back into the music. You're listening to Dragoning Afternoon only on Styling Radio, your number one source for car culture music. And that'd be fucking us. We are them goddamn people. So keep listening, and we'll be right back right after this.